Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go! Hey! No! Hey! Wait! Hey! What? Hey!
This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we normally get into a different album, different artist, and we break down all we get into one of their albums. We break everything down and all that. But this week it is a little bit different. We're doing Les Claypool because you and I are going to see Les Claypool and Primus and his other bands next week. So we thought it only appropriate to listen to all of his music and kind of just go through it all chronologically. We're not going to get too deep into them unless we really want to. We're going to kind of give our biggest banger from each of them. Look, you got a fucking blind pig. Look at you. You got a fancy beer. You got a fancy beer. But that's really this week's going to be a little bit different. Kind of a throwback to when we did the Meat Puppets and when we did the Minutemen last year. So, but yeah, we're just going to get through all 34 releases from Les Claypool. You know, from every band he's done or album he's been on. We're going to get into it and talk about it a little bit. So, my name is Tyler, and out there hundreds of miles away is Jeff. Go follow us on social media, Asinine Radio. That's it. That's all I have for the intro. So let's just kind of jump in. Like I said, we're gonna go through his albums, and with Les Claypool, you know, he's from up in NorCal. He went to high school with Kirk Hammett. Just kind of like early stuff about him before Primus. Went to high school with Kirk Hammett, and then eventually in 1986, right before Primus formed, or right when Primus formed, he auditioned for Metallica, famously auditioned for Metallica, obviously did not get the gig because he's just too good for Metallica. And then, yeah, after the audition, he decided to go back to Primus, originally called Primate, went through a few lineup changes, Les, Todd Huth, Jay Lane, Tim Wright on drums, and then eventually they solidified their lineup after Brain as well. They solidified their lineup with Larry Lalonde, Lur, and Tim Alexander, or Herb. So then, you know, we kind of get into the Primus era. But just prior to that, Les and Lur were in a band called Blind Illusion, this weird thrash band that started in 1978. But they put this record out called Sane Asylum in 1988. But yeah, it's a thrash record. I don't think it's very good. It's fine.
Are we already going into fine. The rankings now, or the listen?
Yeah, unless you got something else. I mean,
you
I
told
know.
me to listen to the Primus Sucks demo tape.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did skip that.
So we're just gonna are we skipping stuff, or what do you want to do?
Because I forgot that the Primus Sucks demo tape came out before the Blind Illusion. That's why.
I thought you liked this band. No,
I do like this band. So yeah, let's take a couple steps back. So the Primus Sucks demo, so there's two demos: the Sausage demo and the Primus Sucks demo tapes. One of them, or the Primus Sucks demo tape, has Tim Wright on drums. The Sausage demo has Jay Lane on drums. But you would listen to them, which is good. What did you think of them?
They're demos. that is it. I could see why them giving these tapes to people. I'm like, yo, listen to this. Yeah. And then you listen to that's cool. Right? Like, you guys are good.
Like, this is fucking weird.
But like, what the fuck? But it's a demo, so it sounds like shit. But when Primus is polished in the studio, like, it sounds fucking good. And when they're like live and they're like tight, it sounds fucking good. Primus on demos doesn't sound very good. Doesn't sound great.
It's fun though. I mean, the Tim Wright stuff. I mean, you could tell he's just a fine drummer. He's just okay. There's nothing special about him. Like the jumping quality from the first demo to the Sausage demo with Jay, it's like night and day.
Yeah,
it's like night and fucking
for
day.
Sure.
Yeah, it's cool. I do have this on vinyl. There's a bootleg of it, and I do have it on vinyl.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't buy this.
It's both EPs on one LP, but
yeah, I think this is one you bought at White Rabbit. No,
yeah, like maybe 9 months ago. Like, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't buy this.
It's solid. It's fun. It's cool hearing some songs that we know and love from Primus, but with Tim Wright on drums, because he just strips down those songs, and they're slower jams. Like Tommy the Cat is one of them, and it's
not
so slowed down and simple. It's not nearly as fun
at all. Yeah,
but the J-Ski stuff is cool.
It's always good.
But yeah, anyway, so they put out these 2 EPs. They played many shows during the between 86 and 88. They went on a short break, and this is when Les joined Blind Illusion, because Lur had just joined Blind Illusion. And this is the first time the two guys started playing together, because Todd Huth was still in Primus at the time. And yeah, like I said, this band started in 78, but this is a record they put out in 88, and both Les and Lur are on it. And I thought it was fine. I mean, right? It's nothing spectacular.
It's like the most generic thrash, but it's still pretty good. And like Kirk Hammett produced this, apparently.
Yeah, he did. But he couldn't put his name on it because Metallica were under contract.
Right.
The label wouldn't let him put his name on it.
It's a cool piece. Like, this is not setting any records here in the thrash realm. I do respect it for not being completely one-dimensional thrash. Like, you can still hear a little prog. There's some psych in here. There's a little bit of funk in there. So I do appreciate that. But it's kind of, it's boring. It's boring thrash. And that's not to say like it's. I think a lot of thrash is going to sound the same anyway. It's just, I think all thrash is at least like, it's fun. But like how you get to that like elite tier is really what separates the thrash. Mm-hmm. Like, I've never heard bad thrash. It's all like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's fun. And this is it.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Yeah, this is just fine. It wasn't a bad listen through. I made a master like Les Claypool playlist on my Spotify, from all of his bands and songs and shit like that. There's like 66 songs on it or something like that, but I didn't put anything from Blind Illusion on there. There's just none of it was worth playlisting. Yeah, it wasn't. It's fine.
And there's 2 guitars here, so I can't tell. And there's not like a lot written about like who did what part. Lur did have a couple songs where he took lead supposedly, and so I was like, I don't know if I can tell. But if the songs that I think were him, he still like shreds. And he's
a killer guitar player.
He's a killer guitar player here, but that's as a fast shredder thrash guitar player. And I think it was fun to listen to him be thrashy Lur up until like Conspiranoid and what he does in Conspiranoid, which I thought was really cool. I was like, damn, bro, like you've just had such a wild, eclectic career where you've just done whatever the fuck you wanted and just carved out this iconic sound for yourself.
With a PRS. He uses a fucking PRS.
And next to Les Claypool, right? Like, you're next to the guy who has that iconic sound that can never replicate it or duplicate it in any way, shape, or form. And you're still able to like have your own identity, and that's cool.
Yeah. Every member has their own identity in Primus. Every drummer has their own style, their own identity. Even Hoffer, he does too, the new drummer. Yeah. And Lur has his own thing. Todd Huth, which we'll get into with the sausage stuff. Todd Huth has his own unique guitar style as well. I think Lur can run circles around Todd, but Todd has some cool shit, and then Les, of course, is just one of a kind, like through and through. Nobody's even comes close to Les in any way. But
and that's funny to think, like, because they were friends, and so when Les tried out for Metallica, it probably was a lot of I just don't think it's the right fit. Like, I know you'll do well, but really just like, what the fuck are you playing, bro? Like, that's not what we do at all. Like, no, like that's what they're all thinking, right? Including Les. Yeah. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? This is not what I want to do at all. So that's funny.
But then also, so when Les tried out, he was supposed to play For Whom the Bell Tolls, and he was missing a bunch of the parts because he thought it was played by the guitar. The boom, boo doo doo doo, boo doo doo doo. He thought that was all guitar, so he didn't learn it. He didn't play any of it. And they're like, "What are you doing? This is Cliff's. These are Cliff's parts. You need to be playing this." And he's like, "Oh, I just didn't know."
I mean, that's an easy miss. It is higher, and I don't know. It's kind of fun,
especially for a guy who like has said many times he doesn't really like metal music that much. He's not a metal guy, and then he tries out for Metallica. It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Good.
But back to the Blind Illusion thing, and real quick about Lur. Actually, it's more about Lur. It's not even Blind Illusion. It's about Lur. A lot of people don't know this, and I always forget about it, but he's considered the first death metal guitarist of all time. He was in a band called Possessed, and they put out a record in 1985, a death metal. It's considered the first death metal record ever, and he was the guitarist in the band, and he wrote the music in that band. So Lur is the original death metal guitar player.
The cause of death metal.
The cause of a lot of shitty music.
The cause of a lot of shit. I wasn't gonna say that. Okay.
I listened to that Possessed record too, and it's like it's whatever. I don't care. I just don't care. It's just not my thing at all. But anyway, so then they leave Blind Illusion. They get back together as Primus. They have the new lineup of Les, Lur, and Tim, and they put out. Some people call this their first record. I don't, because it's a live record. They put out Suck on This. So I didn't add this to our listen to list because it's just a live record. It's just a live record, so it's just not. We don't need to listen to this. Frizzle Fry to me and to most people is their first real record. So Suck on This comes out. Frizzle Fry comes out in 1990, and this is the first with the classic lineup. And yeah, this record is fucking amazing. Todd Huth actually co-wrote several of these songs, because some of these songs were written back to like 1986. So that's cool, but the album's fucking rad, right? You love this record. Everybody loves this record.
Yeah, this is a. So I broke down my top 10, my top 10, but also top 5, not like by number. It's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just, here's my overall top 5. Here's my overall top 10, and then here's my bottom 5. And so this isn't my top 10 of all of
it's not
the stuff. No, it is in my top 10.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Of all the stuff that we listen to. This is rad. This is rad. It's aggressive overall. There's a lot of cleaner guitar tones here, like a lot of cleaner noodling. And Lur doesn't, in the next coming years and albums and stuff, he doesn't do a whole lot of it like this. And I think, is that because those are like Huth parts that he's now just playing and hasn't really made it his own yet, so he's just kind of like doing what he did before that. Cause I didn't listen to Suck on This, and it probably would have. Does Lur play in Suck on This, or is that still?
Yeah, it's Lur. Yeah.
Oh, well, then it wouldn't make
it's
a difference.
With the classic lineup.
But I just think that maybe those cleaner guitar tones and those parts and those noodles are because those aren't like his parts, and that's just how he's playing it, because he's like, fuck it, I don't want to change it because it's not my part. I don't know, but for a band to come out the gate on their debut record and just already this refined, is already this tight, it's fucking wild. Like their sound's it's already conceptualized, right? Their sound is already perfected from day one. They can only just be weirder, I guess, right? But like they could never do another record again after this, and people would still talk about like, damn, I wish Primus did more records, because that was incredible. You know what I mean? Like this could have been it.
Yeah.
And it still would have been fucking historic.
I mean, it might have even be more popular had they broken up after this record. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause bands, that happens a lot, where bands will put out one record and split, or maybe 2 records, but one of them was like beyond perfect. Could have been like that too.
Like Plus 44.
Like Plus 44. There you go. That's an example, dude.
That's an example,
That's
dude.
an example. But yeah, Frizzle Fry. This also has like one of their most popular songs, "Too Many Puppies." With Tim starts with the bell on the hi hat, just it just builds. It's like Korn's Blind. It's similar to that.
Is.
It's very similar to that.
That's where Korn got it from, actually.
They did. Like David, the drummer from Korn, said he one of his favorite drummers is Tim from Primus, and he took a lot from Tim's playing. They have that kind of like swing feel to their playing. But yeah,
this is the song. I don't remember if it was the closer. I don't remember. But the last time I saw Primus, well, no, you were there too.
Yeah,
I think you were there. Were you there? I don't remember if you were there or not. No. Did they close on this one? Because this is the only song that they played where everyone got fucking wild on.
Yeah, they did get wild. I think they did finish on Too Many Puppies.
Remember, there was a pit, like it was crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
And there was a lot for John the Fisherman. There was that pit was crazy too. And of course, Jerry was crazy. But yeah, I know you're right. Puppies was crazy.
Remember that big, huge guy that was like standing next to us too? Remember like the big fucking guy, and he had like, I don't think his girlfriend or his brother or something. He was like fucking 19 feet
taller than me. Yeah,
he was
fucking taller than me.
huge.
Not a lot of people are taller than me. It's weird.
Massive giant. But yeah, Frizzle
Frizzle
Fry.
Fry,
10.
it's
Is it
great.
in your top 10?
Yeah, it's my 10B, my 10 banger.
In your top
My
10.
10 banger. Also, I love Mr. Know-It-All and Pudding Time. Fucking love those songs. The only negative thing I would say about this, and it's just me nitpicking, is that the production and the mix and all that is just kind of shit. It kind of sucks. Like it just sounds really. It's just quiet. There's not a lot of dynamic here. There's not a lot of low end on this record. But otherwise, it's cool, man. It's the songs are amazing and unique, and I love it. So there you go, Frizzle Fry. At this point, they start touring on Frizzle Fry. The Primus sucks thing starts becoming a thing. Fans start saying Primus sucks. The band loves it. They jump on it. They embrace it, and they start making merch that just with Primus sucks on the shirts and stickers and shit like that. So they really embrace the Primus sucks thing, which is great. And then Sailing the Seas of Cheese comes out in 1991. This is my second favorite my second favorite record from Les Claypool.
So like out of the 34 we listened to, this is number 2.
This is my number 2. Sailing the Seas of Cheese is my number 2.
You put Anti-Pop at number 1 and Cheese at number 2. You're gonna get.
You don't know that.
You're gonna get ridiculed.
Yeah, you don't know that.
I already know you're gonna get fucking destroyed.
But no, this is Primus's second record. I mean, these songs are incredible. Tom Waits is on Tommy the Cat is on that song, and obviously Jerry Was a Race Car Driver was just none of their songs are massive hits, but hits for them, which is great. But yeah, this just steps up their game from Frizzle Fry. I mean, this record is
for
incredible.
Sure. It's
in every way.
It's weird because I think this is like the pop version of Frizzle Fry, but it's also more wild than Frizzle Fry. But it is like more easily digestible than Frizzle Fry was. It just sounds better.
Just better songs.
But like the songs are crazier, and some of these songs are just fucking wild. But because like they're set up in just kind of like a pop structure, and they just sound more pleasant, it's just easier to digest, even though it's crazier. I like it.
Yeah.
This is a top 5 for me. This is my top 5.
Okay.
If I had to rank the top 5, this would not be my number 1, maybe 3. I put it 3.
Not bad. Could be one place higher, but okay.
Well, you put Anti-Pop at number 1. Get the fuck out of here.
You don't know. We haven't even got to Anti-Pop yet.
You just wait.
So what's kind of your banger on here? What's your number 1?
I did most of these. I'm not gonna lie. The World Cup took up so much fucking time.
I know the World Cup has really
so much time.
we gave ourselves like 3 weeks to listen to this, but then a week into those 3 weeks, the World Cup started, and it made listening to these a lot more difficult.
And it has nothing to do with like the quality of it. It's just I want to listen to the match, and I want to listen to all of that.
Yeah, we want to listen to Landon Donovan's boring commentary. Yes.
Yeah, really.
That's
I don't know why. But then all like the Zlatan stuff and Alexis Lawless is just like the halftime shows now. Like if they're on, I'm listening to it. I'm tuning in.
We can't get into. We can't do World Cup right now.
That's true.
We'll go down. We're
going to be here forever. I didn't do a whole lot of bangers. If there was something that I thought like, oh, this caught my ear this week, then I'll talk about it. But
okay. Yeah, I put it for most of these. I put my banger. So Jerry Was a Race Car Driver, my banger. What the fuck is this song? I mean, just what Les is doing on the bass is, you never really see anything like that. It's just so unique and different, and it sounds like 3 different guitar players. It's wild. But anyway, yeah. So then we get into 1992. They put out an EP. Primus puts out an EP called Miscellaneous Debris. I love that title for anything. Miscellaneous Debris, I think, is just I think that's like one of the best titles for anything ever. It's a covers EP.
okay.
I really like it. I don't know. I just think it's so clever.
Just call it Junk Drawer. I don't know what.
I know, but Miscellaneous Debris just sounds so much better. I've always loved it. The EP is fun. It's cool. It's just a covers EP. They do a Pink Floyd one, Have a Cigar. That's pretty sick. But yeah, I don't know. I don't go back to it that often. I don't have it on vinyl.
I wouldn't get this on vinyl on the vinyls either. I will say they do a lot of covers. They do a lot of cover albums, EPs. I think they do covers very well for the most part. I think this is probably like my favorite of their cover stuffs. Making Plans for Nigel, the Ecstasy cover. That song alone is a fucking banger. But they took it and they made it like a beyond banger. So much that I went back and listened to that Ecstasy record, and I like it. It's a good fucking record. So I might take it home.
I've never heard that record.
I might take it home this weekend. This is exactly what you want. Stay true to the source material while make it sound like your own band. And that's what they fucking did.
Mhm.
It gets tired after a while, and we'll get that later on. But here, it's perfect.
All right. So then we get into 1993. Primus puts out their what is this, their third record, Pork Soda. This is my sixth favorite record from Les Claypool's list of things, of all of his records. This is, to me, I think this is Primus's most popular record. I think objectively, this is what fans go back to the most. Because there are just some weird fucking great songs on this one. It's unique, it's dark, it's different. It's just killer, man. And I think you agree with me on this one.
Yeah, this is top 5 for me. I maybe would put this at 4, maybe even 3, and then bump up cheese a little bit. I don't know. I like sausage a lot. But this is wild, dude. This is heavy. It's aggressive. It's dirty. This album sounds like mud in like the best possible way. And like Tim's the drummer here, right?
Yeah, Tim Alexander. Yeah.
Man, the way he fucking plays, especially on like My Name Is Mud, it's just everything just sounds so heavy. The use of the toms, everything's just so deep and heavy. And when you get that little break after like the part, like that little tiny break, you just like kind of breathe a little bit because it's just so aggressive. It's so much on the low end. It's so guttural, so tribal.
And for as kind of like simple as My Name Is Mud sounds on the drums, even when like John Hoffer joined the band last year, he had trouble playing this song. Like when he first got the gig, or when he was rehearsing for the band before he even got the gig, they were kind of practicing the song, fooling around with it. And he's like, I can't get this part. I don't know this little fill that he does. I cannot figure it out. And Les is like, I had no idea he even did that. Like, I had no idea Tim did this little fill. Like, I've never noticed it until now, 30 years later. And Hoffer brings it up. And Hoffer eventually gets it and figures it out. But Les is like, yeah, I never knew that he did that. And Les is a pretty decent drummer. You know, he picks up on this shit. I mean, he's a great musician in general, but it just shows like how every one of their drummers is just incredible, absolutely incredible.
So unique.
Throws their own spin on it. Yeah, damn, dude, this band is just incredible. I love Primus.
That's also why I like Hoffer a lot, is because it's so easy to come into a band and then not learn how to play the part of the person you're replacing completely and then just start adding your own shit to it. But like Hoffer's like, no, I need to learn exactly how he did it before I can add my shit to it. Yes. I respect that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, mad respect. And then Hoffer also had to learn 3 different styles of drumming.
I know.
You know, it's like, and all 3 drummers have very unique, different styles, and he had to learn all 3 of them. And then the one he knows best is the drummer that they played the least amount of songs from. So, yeah, convenient. But anyway, we'll get into Hoffman later because we'll have a lot to talk about with Hoffman because he's killer. And
we're going through these pretty quick. This is not bad.
Yeah, but we're also 23 minutes in.
Yeah, so, but the later ones, like, who gives a fuck about most of those ones?
Yeah, some of the live stuff, yeah. So we get into 1994. Primus, they don't really go on a break, but they're just taking some time off. Les gets with original members, Jay Lane, Todd Huth. They put together this group called Sausage, based off of their Sausage demo from Primus. This is the new band of that lineup of the group. They put out a record called Riddles Are Abound Tonight. They play some original versions of like an original version of Toys Are Winding Down, and then just other songs they wrote at that time or in 1994. And man, it's cool, man. And you could hear Todd's how different he is of a guitar player from Lur, and not in a bad way. He just plays in like a more metal kind of like technical way, where Lur is just kind of very smooth and just kind of like swingy and bendy. Like he's just kind of he just flows. But Todd is just very, very precise and technical. But I fucking love this record.
Yeah, this is
my 9th banger, by the way. This is my 9. This is why I ranked this 9.
You put Antipop above this. That's cool.
I did put Antipop above this because I think Brain is a better drummer.
I didn't know we just based records on drumming alone, but that's fine. This is top 5 for me.
Such an important part of this band, so fuck off.
Oh, it's not the most important part.
It's one of. I said it's one. It's the second most important part of this band.
No, because there's records that are here that don't even really have drumming on it, and they're pretty fucking good.
Yeah, but Brain, Tim, and Jay are second most important things to this band.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Well, anyway, get into your thoughts on Sausage.
I like Jay. Everybody knows I like Jay.
You do.
Everybody
love
knows
Jay.
the rules. One bite. But this grooves, dude. It's a groove record. Everything's really fucking tight. It's not wild and crazy like a typical Primus record. It's just groove based, and I like that, and it's cool. That's it.
Yeah, it's like Frizzle Fry, but tighter than it's like a tight Frizzle Fry. That's what this is. It's not that heavy like Pork Soda and like Cheese is. I think this is great. I think Prelude to Fear, that's by far the best song on here. That interplay between Les and Todd is fucking incredible. And of course, it's Jay. Jay's just, he rips it up on those hi-hats. He's just such an incredible player of the hi-hats.
Yeah. That was cool. I do like Girls for Single Men. That was kind of
That was a good one too. It's a good one.
I like the way he yells, "Girls for Single Men." It's fun.
It's good. So then we get into 1995. Primus, the real Primus, are back. They put out a record. Their fifth record, Tales from the Punch Bowl. This will be the last with Tim Alexander on drums for a little bit.
Fourth record.
I think this one is pretty laid back. Oh, it's fourth. Yeah, you're right. It's the fourth record. It's pretty laid back. It's much more experimental. Some psych stuff going on this record. Not a lot of heaviness compared to the first three records, but there's some bangers on this one. And I had this one on vinyl for a while, and I want to get. And then I purged it, and I think I want to get it again. I really do. This record's fucking good, man. It might just because I'm so hyped from this episode, but this record's fucking killer, man.
It happens to me a lot too. So Tales from the Punch Bowl. There's nothing, and I'm gonna say this a lot. There's nothing inherently wrong with these records, and like you can't fuck with Beaver, you can't fuck with Pachyderm. Like it's just take those out, right? I don't see a whole lot here to justify this being in the top 10, let alone the top 5, because there are things just like so much better than this. And the deeper this album kind of gets, the more samey it gets. And that's not it's fair within Primus, but then like samey, compare this to another band or one of its contemporaries in 95. This is still better than that, whatever contemporary you think it is. But within Primus, this just doesn't do it for me. There are a couple records that just don't do it for me. This is one of them. There's a lot of blues in here, which I think is kind of cool, but I don't think they're that kind of band. And so when they do it, it's more of like, oh, that was funny. Don't do that again.
Don't do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean. And Winona's Big Brown Beaver was, I think that's probably the biggest song they've ever had. Like it charted, I think it charted the highest out of every song they've ever had.
Fucking good.
It's fucking great. The video's weird as hell. It's really, really fucking weird.
So is Pachyderm. Pachyderm's a fucking beyond banger. Straight up.
And they play that song all the time still, which is great. And Hoffer kills it.
Glass Sandwich I liked a lot.
About Hoffer.
A lot this time. The little yippee parts and the mouth humming, I thought was really funny. I liked it.
My new banger this week from this record is Professor Nutbutter's House of Treats. My God, that is such a banger. That's like some Pork Soda type shit. Like that's such an incredible song. But this album didn't make my top 10. Les Claypool records. This did not make my top 10. But so we get out of Tales from the Punch Bowl. Shortly after this tour, Tim Alexander leaves the band. At that point, Les Claypool, he puts out a solo record with his new band, Les Claypool and the Holy Mackerel. But he pretty much plays everything on this record. Jay Lane plays on some of the songs, plays drums on some of the songs. The album he puts out in 1996 is called Highball with the Devil. I mean, this is just a killer solo album. I wouldn't get this on vinyl, I don't think. But it's a good first solo record coming off of all this Primus stuff. And then Brain, the drummer, Brian Mantia, he played on this tour, the tour for this record, and then he was announced as the new drummer for Primus during that tour, which is really cool too. So Brain got the gig, or I should say, Brain rejoined Primus because he originally was in the band in 1989 for like a few months, and then he broke his foot. But yeah, so Brain rejoined the band in 1996 during this Holy Mackerel tour. But I think you kind of agree with me on this one. It's good, but it's not.
So like for his first solo record, he does keep it interesting, and he's not. Besides like the bass, like he's not as good at anything else as he is the bass. And so how do you make a record interesting? Is you just kind of like make it weird, right? and he does play drums on like half of these tracks. I think Jay plays on like the other half. And you're right, like Les is a solid drummer, but he plays drums the way like we would play drums. Because when you hear like Jay right after the Les tracks, you're like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot what a real drummer sounds like. And that's not a knock to Les, because he plays better drums than most fucking people, and honestly, they're in bands.
Les gets better. I mean, on his solo record of Whales and Woe, which we'll get into, his drumming is significantly better than on this record.
It's just, this is a cool passion project that seemed really fun for him, and he was just, right, he's playing like everything on the record, and it's just like, it's cool. It's endearing, it's fun, it's cool. I don't knock it. But then you get like Henry Rollins on, like, what the fuck is this, right? So like, I'm not great at any of these instruments as I am on the bass, so how do I make this weird? How about a spoken word by Henry Rollins? Sure, why not? That's what we do. And it's, I kind of like it. Like it. It's because it's so stupid that cool I like it.
It's a cool record, in all honesty. But if this ever gets repressed, because it was pressed once back when it came out, but that was it. It's never been repressed. Surprisingly, it didn't come in the Les Claypool box set that I have. It's the only solo record of his that didn't come in there, which is so weird. But
I wouldn't get this regardless if it was on the vinyls.
I wouldn't either. I mean, there's another one I wouldn't get on vinyl, but I have it because it's in the box set. So
what's the box set called? The Prawn Years? The Prawn Song Years? Okay.
Prawn Song, something like that, yeah. So it has a couple of the Live Frogs live sets. It has Purple Onion, Whales and Woe, Fungi and Foe. Yeah, it has the big eyeball in the sky. It's an incredible box set. Fuck off. You know what? If you really don't, you're so fucking
eyeball. Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, fuck off. You're fucking idiot. I hate you.
I just like metal music, and I like anything that sounds aggressive.
There's so much more. Okay, let's continue on. So after you're the worst. You're the worst. So after Brain is announced as the new drummer, the best drummer in Primus, by the way, my favorite drummer in Primus. No, Brain was the best. And so 1996, Trey Parker, Matt Stone, the creators of South Park. Matt Stone, one of Matt Stone's favorite band, or his favorite band, was Primus, or is Primus, and they just took a shot in the dark and asked them if they could do the theme song for their brand new show that just got picked up by Comedy Central. They said, "Yeah, we'll do it." Les Claypool, and they did it, and they created just such an iconic theme song. And it's cool that this is the first thing that Brain did for the band, and I love the fact that he probably still gets a shit ton of money in residuals from South Park.
For sure.
And he hasn't played in Primus since 2000.
Like, that's probably a decent paycheck. You know what I mean? That's like what most people probably, it's probably like the federal lower, the poverty rate kind of like income that he gets.
And when it comes to Brain, I've heard things from other musicians, like in interviews and podcasts. And Josh Freese, actually, because Josh Freese was really good friends with Brain, and he said, "Yeah, Brain is he's a really cool guy, but he just doesn't do anything. He made his money, he did his thing with Primus, and like he does some soundtrack stuff every once in a while, but he just keeps out of the light. He doesn't really play drums that often anymore." And this is kind of one of the reasons why his residuals from Primus and South Park probably gave him a pretty decent living. Nothing like super rich or millionaire, but probably a decent living. So why would he need to work? He probably just lives life and just has a fucking blast. Love it. I love Brain. Brain is so good. But then, okay, sorry. I'm fanboying over this guy.
I mean, especially when they sold South Park for like $1.5 billion.
I know.
Like, come
and
on,
all the syndication, every time that theme song plays.
So much money.
Every time it plays. And and whenever I watch South Park, I watch the theme song every single time because I want to make sure they all get their residuals. Like, that's literally what I think about when the theme. Because you could skip the intro. Yeah, it's good, but you could skip the intro. But when you're binge watching something, you normally skip it. But I always watch it just to make sure they get the residuals.
I don't skip King of the Hills intro because I like that song a lot. Yeah, I don't skip The Simpsons because sometimes if you skip it, I don't
skip The Office either.
You don't get the couch sequence. Oh, I skip The Office.
Oh, I don't skip that.
Especially when it's a long form, I skip that one.
Oh, no.
That's fair.
All right, so then we get into a new Primus record, the Brown album. This is the first full length with Brain, I should say. And this one's a nasty sounding record. The production's fucking gross. Tom Waits loves this record. It's his favorite Primus record. He's famously talked about this one a lot. But
Tom
yeah,
Waits makes some fucking annoying, boring shit though.
I don't care about Tom Waits. I really don't care about Tom Waits. But I do love the Brown album. This is my third favorite Les Claypool record. This made number 3. But yeah, what do you got? What do you got on Brown? I could talk more about it, but I want to hear your thoughts.
I don't like this record very much.
Stupid.
I really never have. I don't quite know what it is. I find songs like Coddington and Arnia kind of meh, kind of boring. There are bangers on here for sure. It's an odd record. It's like over the top Zappa kind of shit. I just don't.
Everything's so blown out too.
I don't care.
Everything's blown out.
I find honestly
maybe that's what you don't like.
I find it like uninteresting for an interesting record.
This is like Bonham kind of drums, like blown out Bonham drums all over this record.
Yeah,
that's what this is.
And I know like the last 3 times we've done Primus, I've always consistently ranked this pretty low, and I've always thought like, I like on paper I should like this more, but I just don't.
Listen to it 10 more times, you'll get it.
I've listened to it like 15 times by now.
I just love the Brown album so much. God damn, I love Brain.
And I know it's like
Brain's
popular with
good.
people that like really like Primus. It's up there. It's like consistently ranked in the top 5 at least. But no, I don't like this. I would put this in the mid-tier Primus.
Mid-tier or just Les Claypool? Or lower tier?
I would say
Claypool?
mid-tier Les Claypool too. Dude, Les has some fucking really, really, really good shit outside of Primus.
I know.
Like some fucking ridiculously good shit outside of Primus.
Yeah, he really does. So the Brown album, it's very unique. It's different. It's there's nothing that sounds like the Brown album. I mean, outside of just the cover is just so simple and basic. I like it. I love it. Bob's Party Time Lounge. God damn, that song's so
that's
good.
That's a banger.
It's so good. I think right now that is my favorite song on the record. But this record it kind of changes with me. Like Shake Hands with Beef is another fucking great song.
I think Duchess,
Harold on the Rocks. Duchess is fucking
cool.
great. Yeah, man, good album. So from there, from the Brown album '97, we get into Primus putting out the Rhinoplasty EP in 1998. This is another EP full of covers, some live tracks, and a re-recorded song. It's fine. I think the cover of The Thing That Should Not Be from Metallica was pretty sick. The re-recorded version of, what was it, Tommy the Cat? No, what was it? I don't remember now. But anyway, it's fine. I rarely ever go back to this. Was it? Yeah, okay, it was Tommy.
Well, there's a live. Too Many Puppies is the re-recorded. Tommy the Cat and Bob's Party Time were the live ones.
And it's all with Brain. So the live stuff is with Brain, and then the re-recorded version is Brain as well, which is cool. Too Many Puppies. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think of this one? It's fine.
This is my first bottom 5.
Really?
There's got to be 5 in the bottom, right? There's got to be 5 in the bottom.
Yeah, no, I know.
Did you make a bottom 5?
Yeah, I have a bottom 5.
Okay,
yeah.
So there has to be 5 in the bottom. One is an obvious. Obviously, Antipop will be there. So there's only really 3 things that we kind of like have to agree on that it's going to be in the bottom 5.
Yeah.
This is it.
I actually didn't say one of my bottom 5s, and it was Blind Illusion.
Okay.
It's not my least favorite. But it's like from 5 to 1 being my least favorite. Blind Illusion is my number 5 worst.
See, I would rather listen to Blind Illusion than this because these are boring covers, and I mean I would rail against this harder if it was an EP, but because it's an EP, I'll give it a little bit of slack. But dude, don't just throw fucking extra live cuts and random re-records. Like, fuck off, bro. That's stupid. I don't like that. That's silly. But it's an EP, so that's fine. But it's still not good.
Okay.
And there's got to be bottom 5. So I don't know what you're going to do.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I get it. Okay. I'm not complaining. So then we get into the year 1999. We get Buckethead puts out a record called Monsters and Robots. Killer fucking record. Les Claypool played and co-wrote most of the songs on here. Brain played drums on most of the songs. There's like 2 songs that have like a drum machine, or 3 songs maybe. This record's so fucking good, right? Yeah. You like this one too, right?
This is top 10, but like this is close to top 5.
This almost made my 10. It almost made my 10.
Yeah.
There's just some better shit on here.
This is so fucking good. Like you said, Les doesn't play everything, but the best songs on here are the ones that Les has something to do with.
Oh yeah.
But fuck, man, the reason why I don't listen to Buckethead is because of, we'll get into the big eyeball in the sky, but the reason I don't listen to Buckethead is because of that. This is not that at all. Like if you want an entry point into Buckethead, like just choose this one. It's fun. It sounds like he's having fun. It doesn't sound like he's some YouTube virtuoso just showing how fucking fast he can do sweep arpeggios. This is fucking unreal. It's solid groove metal. It's got a little spunk, a little variety to it. And it's just interesting. It's interesting because it's not so obnoxious Yngwie Malmsteen guitar driven. There's an acoustic song on here for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I like it. It's a very Primus Buckethead record.
It's sick. I mean, I had never heard this record. I've always heard of it. People always say like this is one of his best records, if not his best. I've never got around to it, but now this was really good. It's vinyl worthy, but I didn't check to see if it's. Oh, it's not on the. Fuck. Probably never will be either, because Buckethead has like 500 records. So why press this one?
This would have been a fucking like a rad surprise to throw in that box set. Like imagine.
Oh
that.
yeah, I know.
Surprise.
I know. Surprise.
I want that box set though.
Now you want it?
Yeah.
I talked about it like so extensively when I got it, and you're like, "Oh, yeah, I guess it's okay. Let's play a little bit." Fuck you.
That's probably exactly what I said too, like verbatim. Like you probably just like recorded the court reported it down.
That's exactly what you said. But yeah, no, this Buckethead record's great. I love it. And then we stay in 1999.
Before
September
we get
of
into
1999.
thing, how much did you pay for the box set?
Gushing thing. I actually got it on Amazon. I think it was like 105.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get an anti-pop.
I'm not anti-pop yet. So in 1999, September of 1999, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater game came out. This is when you and I discovered Primus.
Yes.
It's important to this timeline because it's our podcast.
Entry
so
point.
It's our entry point. Yeah. Jerry was a race car driver. Was on that soundtrack on the game. I had the PS1 version, so mine had the vocals. You had the N64 version with no vocals, which is so bizarre. But anyway,
honestly, I spent years listening to that song, and I never knew there were vocals to it.
It's so weird. It's so weird. But yeah, that was my introduction, and I became obsessed with Primus. I got a burn copy of Sailing the Seas of Cheese after that because I wasn't able to find it anywhere in stores, so I had to burn it. And then I just fell in love with Primus, and I still love this fucking band. I'm seeing them next week. So that was September of 99. November of 99, I think it was November of 99, Primus put out their record Anti-Pop. This is the last with Brain on drums so far. This is my favorite record of all of Les Claypool. I love Anti-Pop. This is my number one.
Best thing he's ever done.
Number one. The best thing Les Claypool has ever done. Because I love Les's play on here. I like the heavier tracks on here. I think Brain's drumming is some of the coolest shit he's done, on top of what Jay and Tim have done, and John and Hoffer too. I think that everything about this record, it just blows me away every time I listen to it. Greet the Sacred Cow is my favorite Primus song, like by far. I love Greet the Sacred Cow.
And they only played it like to shitty once. New metal. Just listen to shitty new metal.
This is not shitty new metal. This came out during new metal. So a lot of critics were like saying, "Oh, this is a new metal Primus record." It's like, fuck off.
No, it's a shitty new metal Primus record.
Oh, fuck off. It is not shitty.
This is bottom 5.
No, it's not. Fuck
100% this is bottom 5.
Why?
Because it's not interesting. And it's crazy because on paper it should be the opposite, but it's just a band that like wasn't in a good spot, falling back on popular trends in the metal scene. I find this the closest they've ever come to being soulless. There's too many cooks in the kitchen here. It's not a cohesive identity. Even in the slop, right? You can still like not have like a cohesive identity in a slop format. This is dumb. And he put Tom Morello on fucking like 3 of these tracks, sidelining Lure. You stupid. Like it's dumb. Have him on 1.
Fred Durst produced some of it.
They have no idea what they're trying to do with this. It's all over the place. This is a bad record, dude. It is not very good.
It's not a bad record. They're great songs, absolutely great performances.
I think if you condense this down to an EP, I would take this out of the bottom 5, but it's way too long. These songs are too fucking long. And I listened to this twice this week just because I knew this was going to happen. I knew this conversation was going to happen. And then, so I've been pretty lenient before on the like eclectic electric. I said it's that's a good song.
That's a good song.
But honestly, the only legit banger from this is "Dirty Drowning Man." That is the only song on this is a banger.
Too.
That
Now
is the
Lacquerhead.
only banger. Nothing else on this album is a banger.
God damn, that's wild, man. That just doesn't make any sense. To
This
me.
is not the worst thing they've ever done. This is the
This
second
is
worst
just
thing they've
another
ever done.
record that in their catalog that sounds nothing like the rest of their records. This doesn't
Yeah,
sound
and
like
it's
Frizzle
bad.
Fry. This doesn't sound like.
Are you saying that's a
cheese
good thing or a
pork soda.
bad thing? I don't.
It's a good thing. Well, one, it's a good thing because they don't sound like their older material, and it's still sounding like something relevant.
Yeah,
and it
bad.
still sounds really good. The songs are fucking great. The performances are fucking fantastic.
They put a lot of records out that
Fuck
don't
off.
sound anything like anything they've ever done.
That's
and
what
they're
I'm
good.
saying, and this
This
is
is
one
bad.
of them. Fuck off! It's not bad.
Do
You're
It
so
a Twang
fucking
is better than
stupid.
this.
Oh my god, you are. Who is this guy?
And that's not a very good record, but that's better than this.
Yeah, that's not a good record, and you're just God. Dude, shut the fuck up, man.
It's just, I find this uninteresting. I just like, what the fuck is this? This is stupid. Like, this is the worst parts of all of these things you're trying to do, and you put it together to make
Oh
something
my
even
God.
worse.
To say it's bottom, like okay, I get it. If you don't like it, if it doesn't break your top 10, whatever. The Brown album didn't break your top 10 either, whatever. But to put this in your bottom 5 is just beyond fucking stupid.
I don't make the
It
rules,
just
dude.
is.
I'm sorry.
Well, I know you. Clearly, I know you don't. And somebody gave you a bad set of rules
Give me
that you
better
should have
ones.
broken. That you should
Give
have
me better
broken.
ones. I don't know them.
You should have broken them.
I don't make them, and I don't know them.
God damn. Okay, let's move on. We got a ways to go. And you're just being really stupid right now. So after this, like you did mention during these sessions and this tour, they weren't getting along. It wasn't fun. The label was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? What is this record?" Nobody knew what to do with the band, so they went on a hiatus, essentially breaking up. In the year 2000, they went on a hiatus. Claypool obviously went on, put out a few records, live records as well. He formed another band called the Les Claypool, or Colonel Les Claypool's Fearless Flying Frog Brigade. They did some shows. The live frogs were put out as several different releases, and they're just incredible live sets. Like, that's all I have to say. They're songs from his catalog, his back catalog, and they're just great performances done in a slightly different way, and they're just great. That was in 2001 when those live sets came out. Those live frog sets came out.
Yeah.
So,
and
I do have these on vinyl.
It's incredible. So I put set 1 and 2 together because they came out close together and kind of the same thing, conceptually wise. But yeah, these are so fucking good, dude. These, you kind of got like the Sausage era of Primus Back with some other people on there, and the guy that plays keyboards he's already played with Jay before this in one of Bob Weir's other side bands that wasn't very good. So they're already locked in, and so they just add everybody else to it, and it's fucking exciting. It's a perfect jam band of like-minded people. They do a couple covers, some Sausage, some Holy Mackerel, but I think like the best jam bands are the ones, and then we'll get into it later on a different little thing too, are the ones that just have fun. Like, don't take it too seriously, just have fun, explore, come back, reel it in, let someone else do it, take turns, and they kind of do that here. Everybody gets their own little part to shine. Everyone has their own little thing they can do. They all kind of build upon it, but it's just fun. It never sounds like, oh, they had to do that, right? They had to put a solo there. Oh, Les had to do this, or Jay had to have an extended drum fill there. Like, it never feels like that. It feels very natural, and I like that.
Yeah,
it's perfect. I think these are fucking like these are top 10 for me because they're not like songs. It's like a jam thing, but these are top 10s.
Yeah. Wow.
Top 10s.
Okay, I don't really get that. I mean, I do like them too, but these aren't.
Antipop.
Dude, fuck off.
I just
They're not better than Antipop.
I calls them as I sees them. It's all I can do.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's just stupid.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm a coxman.
Well, that's. So then, 2001 was a very big year for Les Claypool. He got together with essentially created a jam band supergroup with Les on vocals and bass, Trey Anastasio from Fish on guitar and vocals, and then Stuart Copeland from The Police on drums. This is wild. This lineup is truly wild. I saw something where Stuart was talking to somebody like on some random podcast, talking about how he'd wanted to work with Les for a while. They were friends and he wanted to jam, and then Les called him up one day. He's like, "Hey, I know this guy lives in like upstate New York or something. Let's go up there and jam." And Stuart had no idea who Trey Anastasio was. So they go up to like this barn, and there's just some redheaded dude with a guitar.
It's Trey's barn.
At Trey's barn, it's his farm up there. I think it's upstate New York. And they Stuart said they jammed for like 6 hours. Just jammed and just had a fucking blast. God, can you imagine just being in that barn, just chilling, just watching these guys?
I'm not a Fish guy. Like I don't really like
I don't really care for Fish either,
that much. I do get it. I do get why people like Fish for the same reason. Like obviously I get why people like Grateful Dead. Trey's guitar playing on Fish stuff, like it's cool. It matches that aesthetic. It goes with it. It's fine. Whatever. I don't care. On this thing on Oysterhead, this is like, dude, he fucking shreds. He is so goddamn good.
Yeah, he's really good.
And I always want more J-Ski. I just do. Throw him in anything, I'll listen to it. But like if I can't have him, Stuart Copeland's a fucking pretty good second. You know what I mean?
He's a fantastic.
Like,
I forgot. I also forgot to say that I was taught this. Who I'm talking about is Oysterhead.
Oh yeah, Oysterhead. The Grand Pecking Order.
Yes.
Pecking. Dude, this is incredible. This is so fucking good. This is top 5 for me.
Yeah, this is my number 5. This is my number 5.
Yeah, this is so absolutely incredibly just beyond better than I ever could have imagined this being. And there's so like, we get so many times we get like a super group thrown together, right? You're just like, oh, look at Velvet Revolvers, and this everybody's here, and like, it's great, and like, that shit sucked. Fuck that shit. It's stupid. I don't care about it. This process is dumb. Get it out of here. This is just like 3 musicians who just want to jam and play music. If it gets released, it gets released. Fuck it. Who gives a shit, right? This is very like Desert Sessions-y kind of feel to me. They're just here having a good time. If something happens, we'll put it on vinyl, and they did. And it's expensive.
Yes,
but it's amazing.
It's so expensive. They only press it the one time, and it goes for like at the cheapest like $500.
I know all my favorites, dude. This is expensive. Sausage is expensive.
Yeah, very expensive on vinyl.
Fucking hell.
None of these have been repressed.
So. I like this cover art too. It's dumb. It's silly.
It is.
It's childish. It's, really it's very Lisa Frank, right?
It looks kind of shitty. Like it looks like a bad cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't know what, a head with oysters on it. I don't know what that is on top of the head, but
it's colorful,
it's
but in a softer palette. I don't know. It's fucking cool. Yeah. I like it.
Like
this
pastels,
is so goddamn good.
Like pastel colors. Yeah, so it's fantastic, and they've also said with Oysterhead, it's like, or Les has called it like the Sasquatch of his musical projects, because it's like a lot of people don't know about it, and out of nowhere they'll just play like a random show. Like every couple of years they'll just play a show. So cool. Or a festival and nobody will really know about it. So he's like, yes, we'll just appear out of nowhere and then just disappear right after, and then we won't be heard of or seen for years. And so Les Claypool calls it like the Sasquatch of his.
So like the small, tiny amount of people that have seen Oysterhead live, are just part of this like elite group.
Yeah. Yep. So
members
cool,
only.
So cool. I love all the song I love here is Oz is Ever Floating. That's a really, really good song. But the whole album is fantastic. Should be listened to front to back. Yeah. So we get into 2002. The Les Claypool Frog Brigade puts out a record called The Purple Onion. This is in my box set, my vinyl box set. I think this is a great first release of this band's original music. Because before they were just doing the live stuff of the older tracks. But this is also, Jay Lane does play on some of these songs, which is really cool. But there's a lot of different musicians all over the record. And there's just a wide variety of just weird and quirky Les Claypool shit on here. And it even has some of the heaviness of Primus, but not too much of it. Like, because Les has been pretty good. He's usually been pretty good, like keeping the heaviness with Primus and more the weird circusy kind of quirky shit with the quirkier shit with his solo stuff, which is good. I love that. I think it's fantastic. But this is a great. I love this Purple Onion.
Yeah, same. This is top 10 for me.
This almost made my top 10. This is my 12.
So if none of those, except for the big blue eyeball in the fucking skies, which you probably think is so great. So if none of those things are in your top 10 of Primates, why do you have the box set?
Because I love the box set.
But you don't even like any of those records.
What are you talking about? I think the Live Frogs
Not top
live
10.
stuff is fantastic. Okay, it doesn't have to be the top 10. I don't give a fuck. He has 34 records. He has 34 records. What do you expect?
So it's in like the bottom 60 percentiles, what you're saying. That you like the box set. That's okay. That's all right. Okay, whatever. I don't know. To each their own, I guess.
I said this is my number 12. I said Purple Onion is my number 12.
It's still not a top 10. This is my top 10. So I will take that box set next time I go to your house because I will enjoy it more. I'll leave you Big Blue Sky, though. That's fine. You can do that.
You're so stupid. If that's bottom 5, you're fucking retarded.
Oh, boy. Just you wait. This is obviously in the same vein as Live Frogs, but not focus on the jamming. This is really this is just rad material. I do think it's like you mentioned too. I didn't think about it till now, but he does save a lot of the metally heavier stuff for Primus, and so I had called this one like a safe solo record, in that it does appeal to many iterations of Primus or less side projects, but it never gets heavy like Primus does. And I didn't realize till now that he really does save all those like heavy licks for Primus, which is cool. I like that. Like separation of church and state. Keep them separate, dude. I like it.
Well, it's like Lennon Claypool too. It's like that's way different than his solo stuff and Primus stuff too. Like he keeps that a lot of the psych stuff with Lennon Claypool.
Yeah, well, he has to because that's all John Lennon wants
Claypool
to do.
Lennon, whatever
the fuck like his name is.
Claypool Lennon.
David McAllister, that song, part 1 and part 2, that one really got me just because it had this weird little fucking like ding 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 ding. I was like, what the hell was that? Like did you just sneak a melody in there out of nowhere? What the fuck? And then kind of went off on its own and came back to it. I thought it was really cool. But yeah, I like this a lot. I like Purple Onion a lot.
Good. Yeah, I like the song Wamola. That was also such a fucking banger. And I think he created that instrument, the Wamola, and then he made a song where he plays it a lot. But I think he made that instrument. Could be. I
don't know if he did or not. It just looked like a big bass with one string, and he played with a drumstick.
A giant stick with a string on it. Yeah. But Skip will know. Skip will correct us.
Probably.
So sorry, Skip.
I'm not sorry. Don't apologize to him. He's the worst.
So then we get into the year 2003. The classic lineup returns: Les Claypool, Lur, Tim Alexander. They put out an EP called "Animals Should Not Try to Act Like People" in 2003. This is the only original material they put out during the second era of Tim, because Tim does leave again, or he leaves 2 more times, I should say. So they put this out. No, he leaves. Yeah, he leaves 2 more times. But anyway, this EP is fine. It's like almost a half hour long, I think. I think it just doesn't really go anywhere. This isn't my bottom 5. This is just near the bottom. It's close to bottom 5 though.
Yeah.
But it did come with like a really cool DVD of all their videos and like just a bunch of behind the scenes stuff. That was really, really fucking rad. I still have that DVD too.
Because they had said, I think the song length is a little bit longer than I would have liked, and it just seems like these were forcibly finished rather than just being left alone to be demos or whatever. So it seemed weird. But the DVD portion of it, I saw that he had said that a lot of people were making, hey, here's our full album, and you can have a little bit extras on DVD. So why don't we do the opposite? Here's a little bit of album. Here's a fuck ton extra than DVD. And so I think the DVD is probably where it's at here for this record.
DVD is really cool.
I don't have it. I'm not going to get it. Yeah. But for a Primus fan like yourself who likes anti-pop the most, I feel like the DVD is probably where it's at.
I did buy the CD, DVD. I bought it at Hot Topic at the Brea Mall. So there you go. Fun little fact. Super hyper local. But
Hot Topic's not... Did they have Hot Topics over in the UK?
I don't think so. I don't think Hot Topic was in the UK.
They probably weren't cool enough.
So what do we have? Okay, so yeah, there's not really much more to talk about here. Next up, we get into 2004, Colonel Claypool's Bucket of Bernie Brains, the big eyeball in the sky, 04. Benny Worrell on keys, Brain on drums, Buckethead on guitar, Les on vocals and bass. And this is wild, man. And Bernie Worrell is from Parliament Funkadelic, by the way.
He's played with a lot of people. Yeah, fantastic. It's okay. It's bottom 5 for me.
No, shut the fuck
I
off.
swear to you, it's bottom 5 for me.
Why though? Why? Just because it's heavy? I don't like heavy stuff. I'm a little bitch. I have bitch ears. I have cloth ears. I have bitch ears. Yeah, you got some pretty gnarly bees. That's what you do.
Dude, you just like you harassed me so hard I had a seizure. That's literally what I just had. Like I just had a seizure listening to that.
Putting this in the bottom 5 is just so stupid. It's just so dumb. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Why?
I find it uninteresting.
Why? Because it's heavy?
This is why I don't listen to Buckethead. Is because, okay, dude, I get it. You're really good at like arpeggios. They tremble when Buckethead enters the room. I get it, dude. Shut the fuck up. I don't fucking care. If I want to listen to like YouTubers just shred on guitars and show me how great they are, whatever, I'll do it.
It's so much more than just Buckethead shredding on here.
No, he's the worst part of this, and I don't like listening to him do this over this record.
Okay, I agree. I agree with you. He is the worst part of this record, but he's still not bad.
Okay, like, so when we do albums, you're like, I don't like their singing, therefore I don't like that record. Okay, I don't like his guitar playing, therefore I don't like this record.
I don't say I don't like this. I just don't. Sometimes I don't like the band's songs, but that's not.
No, there's been numerous times where you're like, I don't like that singer, therefore you don't like that band, therefore you don't like that album that we do or whatever it is. Yes, you 100% have done it.
No.
You're telling me there's not.
It always goes deeper than just the vocals or whatever, or the like one aspect of the band.
Now you're just trying to save face because I don't like.
No, I'm not trying to save face. No, fuck off.
And Bucket is objectively a good guitarist. Like no one's doubting that, right? But that just like you can't just make 600 records and expect them all to be fucking great. You can't just hook up with a phenomenal bass player and a great drummer and a guy that plays keys in a lot of fucking really iconic bands and expect it to be great because you play the same fucking way you do in 699 of those 700 records. No,
I agree.
No pass. This is stupid. This is dumb.
I know.
This is dumb.
I agree.
Bottom 5 for sure.
But there's so much more to this record, song wise and groove wise.
Like what?
That just, Brain himself, the way the Brain and
I've heard Brain
Claypool.
Before. He has better albums than this list that are better than this.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's it. You just like it because it's close.
Okay,
it's close to metal. It's close to metal.
Once again, it's fine if you put this like mid tier.
No, it's bottom. It's bottom 5.
The bottom 5 is just.
It's uninteresting
stupid.
to me. It's phoned in for Buckethead, and this is like a silly performance that he's done. Honestly, 600
phoned
times.
in for Buckethead. He doesn't like go off nearly as much as he does on any other record.
Dude, he's done this like 600 times.
Okay,
400 of those are live albums.
Who cares? Stop comparing it to the other albums.
Boring.
Look at it from the perspective of just this album. Only
Still
focus
boring.
on this album. No, it's
still
not.
Boring.
You're so hung up on the 600 records. Who cares?
Yeah, they're all the same. Primus is not
cares?
even 600 records. They sound different. Bucket is 600. They sound the same.
Oh my God, who cares?
Boring. It's boring.
Who cares what the other records sound like? We're talking about this one.
It is boring.
And you're taking outside things into consideration. You're being a skip right now.
Okay, let's not take outside things into consideration.
Whenever we talk about Radiohead, he immediately talks about Muse. Okay, we're not talking about Muse.
Let's talk about one. Let's pretend nothing exists on the face of this earth except for just this one record, and you can only listen to this record. This is the only thing you've ever heard. You've never heard music in your life. Yeah, the guitar playing is fucking one-dimensional over this entire record.
Stupid example, but okay.
What do you? I can't take outside things,
and I can't do. What do you want me to do? I've ever heard in my whole life. Like you take it to a complete fucking extreme right
I was
there.
like trying to give
That's
you.
A stupid
I was trying
example.
Oh my god! So we can't talk about outside things, and then we can't pretend outside things don't exist. What are we supposed to do? I don't understand what we're trying to do.
Example that you were trying to do.
Then tell me why this is so good. Tell me why this is not bottom 5.
I'm exhausted. Yeah,
exactly. This sucks, and it's just because you have shit taste. If anything sounds like metal, you think you're gonna like it.
No,
that's it. 100%. 100%.
That's not true.
That's why you like anti-pop. That's why you like this. It's because it's close to metal.
That's not true.
That's 100%
One of my favorite records of all time is not a metal record, not even close to a metal record.
We're not talking about other things. We're talking about this right now. We're not talking about other things right now. We're talking about this.
No, we aren't. But you did bring up. You said that I only listen to heavy music, which is not true.
I never said you only listen to heavy music. I said if things sound like it's metal, then you love it.
Then I don't like it. Or if it's not like that, then I don't like it.
I think you're getting all these things mixed up. I said if it sounds like metal, then you're gonna like it. That's why you like anti-pop, and that's why you like this.
So anyway, this is my fourth favorite.
I still don't know why you like this. Because Brain's drumming's really good, and it sounds.
I like Brain's drumming.
He drums really fucking hard. He's never done that before.
Well, that's fun.
What else do you like?
This is exactly how you talk about Jay Lane. I mean, you're teasing and making fun, but this is exactly how you defend Jay Lane.
Yeah,
I like the way he hits the hi-hats.
Yeah, same everything he does for sure.
Because he's a better. I mean, you think he's a better drummer? Yeah,
I know he's a better drummer. It's a different style, but he's still a better drummer. But yeah, he plays the same in everything he does. Absolutely.
So let's move on. Let's move on.
This is not a good record, and you can't even defend it.
No, that's stupid. And it's my fourth favorite, by the way.
Oh, that's your fourth wrong, bro. Your top 5 is shit.
Well, it's not.
It's 40% objectively wrong.
Okay. So then we get into the year 2006. Les Claypool puts out a solo record of Whales and Woe. This is in my box set. I loved this record when it came out. I had this on CD as well. I bought this CD when I worked at Tower Records, and I think this is just killer. Les plays almost every instrument on this record as well. There's a lot of cool like vibraphone, xylophone shit all over it. I think some of the coolest and best non-Primus songs are on this record too. I love this one. What do you think?
Yeah, of course. This is like the closest we'll get to like a Les Claypool, and it kind of fits the aesthetic, like a Les Claypool sea shanty album. It's not quite folky. It's not quite like poetry driven, but it's kind of in that same vein. He does play a lot, and it's just a better output than Mackerel, and he's doing a ton of experimentation on this. I don't know. It's got a good vibe to it. I don't think it's top tier. It's not like my top 10, but it's up there, and it's a fun listen. And if I'm in a specific mood for something like this, then this is for sure something I would listen to. So in that box set, I would throw this on if I'm going to listen to. Like I could go from Bob Dylan to this, and then go into like Neil Young, right? I can go into I don't know, like even some punk shit like Dropkick Murphys and listen to this, and then go into something else. Like this fits a lot of different aesthetics for me. I like
Makes sense. This made my top 10. This is my number 7 favorite Claypool. I do love this record. Some of it might be nostalgia. I don't know. Also, the Robot Chicken theme song is on this record, which is really cool.
Drumming's really good on this one, huh?
Another cool theme song from Les Claypool. But I love Phantom Patriot. I really love that song, and also I Win Gal. That's another fucking beyond banger off this record. Those are beyond bangers off this record. So
I mean, it just shows like how important the drummers are in this band. When
the
main drummer of this one is Les Claypool.
But his drumming is a lot better than it was on the Holy Mackerel.
So good.
Fuck off.
So good.
I mean, I guess it's not important.
I'm not saying it's not important.
You do have to admit his drumming is a lot better on this record than it is on the Holy Mackerel.
His songwriting got better on his solo project from Holy Mackerel.
Yes.
I think it's an incredible record. I had never heard this until this week, and I was like, damn, bro, you got good. Like on your own.
You got good.
Like you got real good. Got a fucking eyeball itches.
So next up, 2008 comes along. He makes a movie called The Quest for Festaru, and there's a fictitious band in the movie called Electric Apricot, and so obviously Les did the soundtrack, and I listened to the soundtrack. I didn't get to watch the movie, but I did listen to the soundtrack, and it's fine. It just sounds like twangy Grateful Dead. Not really my thing. I don't think this is bottom 5. It's just fine. Right?
It's fine. Yeah, I don't. It's weird because the soundtrack to it, at least on the YouTubes, because that's all I could listen to it on. It has other singers, and so one of the guy Adam Gates, who had vocals, he has other vocals later on this episode, And I was like, this is fine. This is not like bad or anything. I do want to watch the movie, because there's a lot of people in that movie, including Bob Weir has a cameo in that movie, which I think is hilarious. So I do want to watch the movie at some point. But yeah, this is I don't know, it's fine, dude. It's fine.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Close to bottom 5, but not bottom 5.
Yeah, it was kind of near the bottom, but it didn't break my 5. Next up, we go into 2009. We get into another Claypool solo record of Fungi and Foe. This one I don't really like. It is in my box set. I don't ever really go. I listened to it once when I got the box set, but I never really go back to it ever. I think it's kind of boring. There's nothing. I just think it just like trudges along the whole time. Like there's not. I just think it's boring. Honestly, I just think it's boring. I think it best fits as like a soundtrack to a movie, but otherwise, I don't care. The song with Eugene Hutz is cool, "The Bite Out of Life," but otherwise, I just don't care. What do you think?
This very yeah. I mean, I agree and don't agree in some parts. I think this is maybe like the most experimental, weird fucking thing he's ever done. But it does sound like it's just for a soundtrack, and this is in his era where he's doing a lot of soundtracks and he's appearing on things more often than not. I like this a lot. Like I really did enjoy it, but I think, if I'm being honest, I think I would get diminishing returns on subsequent listens. I think the second listen, I think by like the third listen, I would probably be annoyed. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Why am I listening to this?
It's just too long.
And it's just sometimes it's too fucking weird. Like what's the Omar record? Manual Dexterity, I think it is.
Oh
right?
yeah.
We're like
There's
75
some cool tracks, but
75% of that is fucking unbelievable, but 25% of that is unlistenable.
yes.
I think I would kind of like feel the same way about this on subsequent listens, but I did like it the first time I listened to it.
Yeah, it actually did make my bottom 5. A Fungi and Foe is my bottom 5, and I do have it on vinyl.
I'll take it out of your box set.
You don't even like it. This is like lower 2. This is probably bottom 5 for you too, right?
No, it's not bottom 5.
Oh,
I only have one more bottom 5. No, 2 more bottom 5s.
Because you're a fucking moron. Okay, so in 2010, no, not 2010. Oh yeah,
2011.
In 2010, Tim leaves the band again. Yeah. Tim leaves the band again. Jay Lane returns.
Les was itching. He had the fucking finger on the fucking phone as he was out the door. Come on.
So Jay Lane returns to the band for a short time. We get the 2011 Primus record, Green Nagahide. This is I know this is your favorite Primus record. This is my number 8. So it did break my top 10.
Pretty high.
I do love this record. I mean, I really, really do love this record. But what do you got on it?
I mean, we don't have to get into this. Every time we do Primus, obviously I gush over this record. That's silly boy talk. We don't need to get into this. We have still like 10 other things we get to get into.
So Green Nagahide, I know you can go on for days about this because you pretend you love it so much, but whatever. It's great. Jilly's on Smack. That's my favorite song on this one. I don't know what you're. You like Eternal Combustion Engine.
Yeah, Salmon Man. I liked. I don't know. Lee Van Cleef, More on TV. Like they're all
great.
I think this is, without throwing 3 out of 3s out too often like you do. This is pretty up there for me. Pretty close. I like it. I like Panic. I like circusy music, and this is Primus doing kind of like goofy circusy music.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's incredible. We did do this on the pod a couple of years ago, so if you want to go listen to us like really get into this record and break it down, go check it out. Asinine Radio. And then so we get into the year 2013. After extensive touring on Green Nagahide. Also, we didn't talk about. I forgot to put it in my notes, but just prior to Green Nagahide coming out, they put out a rehearsal tape of just some re-recorded songs or old songs of theirs, but with Jay Lane on drums. And they did a Spanish version of My Name is Mud.
Oh yeah,
called Me Amo Mud. And it's fun to just like kind of mention that. It's on their Spotify, and it's so silly and fun. It's
always fun to sing songs you know and love in Spanish. Always.
Spanish, yeah. So it was cool. So that's a little shout out there. But yeah, in 2013, Jay Lane actually leaves Primus for the second time to go join Bob Weir's group as a drummer. Tim Alexander returns again to Primus. And then they put out so they do some touring, they do some shows. Primus does. In 2014, Les Claypool puts out a record with his band called Les Claypool's Duo de Twang. He put out a record called 4 Foot Shack. This is fine. It's like bluegrass, twangy versions of some of his solo songs and Primus songs. I just don't care. This is bottom 5 for me.
This is bottom 5?
Yeah, this is bottom 5.
Okay. All right.
You don't like. I know you don't like this.
I like Americana music. I like bluegrass music.
This is just like, who cares? These are covers.
This does
whatever.
This is good. It does exactly what it sets out to do. But
I'm
honestly,
gonna put anti-pop. I'm gonna put fucking Buckethead. Fuck you.
I didn't put all of Buckethead in the bottom 5. I put one Buckethead in top 5 and one Buckethead in bottom 5.
Put the wrong one.
I'm equal. I'm equal rights employer. Okay. I'm the epitome of DEI. I don't know.
Continue about this.
It is a covers album. It's done in that format. It's fun. We can leave it at that.
Leave it that. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. In the end, most of there's only 2 records from Les Claypool that I don't like. Only 2. Everything else, I obviously like more than others, but we're kind of just splitting hairs here. The Duo de Twang, it's cool. It is really cool, and like this version of Jerry Was a Race Car Driver, it's rad, man. It's different. It's really different, but I like it a lot.
I think. I mean, if we're just going to keep going on it too, I think Les does step up his bass game too, because when you don't have a band behind you, and I'm not saying Les hides behind the band because he doesn't need to.
He doesn't need to.
But when you're playing more clean, and all you have is another guy playing the guitar, and it's just you and him, you kind of have to be on your game. You have to maybe not play as fast sometimes, maybe to slow down or just take notes out, because I notice sometimes the riffs he'll play are a little bit chopped up, like a little bit more basic. But then other times he'll fill more space, whereas when he would just do, I don't know, something and then pause, he'll add a little bit extra after the pause to keep it going. So I think he adjusted his bass playing for this record, and it was really cool. But
yeah,
this is a clear case of a 1 out of 3, right? 1 and done. Just listen to it one time. Don't ever listen to it again.
Yeah, I never really go back to this unless I think this is maybe only the second time I've ever listened to it was this week, to be honest.
That's already one too many.
Yeah, I just don't. It's not my thing. So we get into we stay in the year 2014. Primus is back with Tim Alexander. Like I said, they've just been touring a lot, and Les gets the bright idea. Well, I really like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, so I grew up as a kid loving it. So let's fucking just make a covers record of just Wonka songs, and that's what they did. And Primus and the Chocolate Factory came out that year, and it sucks. This is my second to least favorite Les Claypool record. I just think this
have
is
we
just
talked
so
about your
boring.
least favorite already or no?
Not yet. Which
I
I think
hope it's not. It's Beanpole. I hope it's not Beanpole. Don't tell me it's Beanpole.
But yeah, this covers record. It is a covers record. That's all this is. It's a covers record. They did like a full on fucking tour of it. They did a full on tour with this, and I think friend of the pod Skip went to one of these shows. Did he not? Do you remember?
I think he did because I do know this is his favorite Primus record, and so I think that's why he went to one of those shows.
I know he saw Jay Lane during the Green Nagahide cycle, and I know he's seen him several times, but I think he might have gone to one of these, just not really knowing what to expect. I don't remember. I could be completely mistaken, but anyway, it sucks.
I don't want to harp on this too much because he did have an idea, and it's just it didn't work. It just did it didn't work, and that's okay. That's all right, right? Like you have one misstep in a pretty fucking illustrious career.
34, releases.
And it's funny because like it does get good reviews, but fans think it's fucking shit. Like Primus fans say, "What the fuck? This is shit. This is absolute garbage. It makes no sense."
They double down on everything. Like they toured on it. They did like photo shoots. Like if you listen to them on Spotify, like the main picture of the band is the photo shoot from this album. Like John Hoffman's not even on. He's not even like on the band picture on the Spotify page. It's a picture from this era, they're all wearing like the Wonka costumes. It's like, come on, man. This just They tried, and then they were selling. Remember, they were selling candy and shit during this era.
And even like the vinyl had like a special like wrapper on it too. The
like a
the
foil.
golden chocolate. It was.
Yeah.
It's cool because he liked it, and it was. This is kind of like a pet project. This is like a solo pet project from Les, just through Primus. It's cute. It's a one.
Yeah.
You should listen to this.
Just one and done. One and done. We get into the year 2016. We get the first record from the Claypool Lennon Delirium, Monolith of Phobos. Sean Ono Lennon, the son of John Lennon and Yoko Ono, teamed up with Les Claypool. They formed this band, and I think this record is it's a banger, dude. I think this record's really good. It's just good psych rock, trippy fucking stuff. They kind of share drum duties on this. Both Sean and Les do. Sean plays guitar. They just kind of just share all the other instruments really outside of the bass and guitar. So I think it's great. Mr. Right, such a banger. But what about you? What do you think of this one?
I think it's no mystery or secret that I really don't care for the Claypool Lennon Delirium.
Yeah, you've never really cared.
And the South of Reality one, I remember when that came out. I was like, I don't really like this. I don't like this. I don't care for it. There is one of the records that I do kind of like a lot. This is not it. It's I mean, dude, the whole shtick sounds exactly as it should, right? If you mix, if Primus and the Beatles had a baby, it would sound like this.
This is it. Yeah.
And that's fine.
It's cool.
It's an easy listen. I don't know. It's fine, dude. It's just too soft. It's whatever's.
It is really also remarkable how much Sean Lennon sounds like his dad.
Yeah.
It's like the Bradley Noel, Jacob Noel, like with Sublime. Like they just sound like almost identical. It's remarkable. It's fucking bizarre, man.
Yeah.
But
and I don't
meh. Just everything's meh with me. You're the worst. So then we get into 2017. Claypool Lennon Delirium put out an EP called Lime and Limpid Green. This is a covers record.
Guess what it is? It's a fucking covers record.
It's a covers EP, I should say. I don't ever really go back to this. I don't have this on vinyl. Quarter of the Crimson King, that's a cool cover, but it's not even the best song on that King Crimson record. So I don't have much to say about this one.
They do these songs justice, but for the most part, there's not a ton of difference between the originals. Mm-hmm. The Flowers cover, dude. The Flowers cover is cool, just because that record is pretty dope. But I don't know. It's whatever's. Who cares?
Okay, yeah, I don't want to talk about it anymore. So we jump into 2017. Primus put out a new record. This is the last album so far. It's the last album with Tim Alexander. Last full length, not the last release, but the last full length with Tim Alexander. It's the Desaturating 7, by the way. I didn't say that. This is a concept record based off of a book called The Rainbow Goblins, written by this Italian dude named Uul De Rico. It's some book that Les used to read to his kids when they were little kids, and he just thought it would be a cool theme, a cool concept to build a record around, and it honestly is pretty fucking rad. I mean, it plays like a sound. It almost plays like a soundtrack. There's a few songs that are standalone, just kind of like straight up Primus tracks, but a lot of it does kind of fall under just not noise, but just kind of. It's a soundtrack. It's like it's a mood, and it's a record that should be listened to front to back. Outside of the two songs, "The Scheme" and "Saturating 7," whatever. Those two songs are the only like standalones. But otherwise, it's cool.
Yeah, I think my problem with this one is just I find it underwhelming. I think the more I listen to this as the pod episodes go by, the less I care. I do find it kind of boring. Like I could fall asleep to this record, and not in a good way. It's just I don't know. None of these songs like have a distinctive identity or hook that I can carry forward into the next and like, I want to go back to that one. It's just, whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. At this point, I have nothing. Nothing else is in my top 10.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
nothing
next
else
one's
from
your-
here on
Next
out.
one's in your bottom. Next one's the worst thing he's ever
Yeah,
done.
so we get into the year 2018, and this band comes along called Beanpole. They put out a record called All My Kin,
Beanpole.
and this
You already hate it.
dude, I fucking hate this record. I don't give a fuck. This is my least favorite record that Les has ever been a part of. And there's like nothing written about it. Like the lore is that I think this is a record that was made back in like the late 80s during like early Primus, but it clearly is not. Like when you listen to it, like this is not late 80s anything. This is just boring. Just it has like a mixture of like straightforward like Americana alt rock songs with circusy kind of style parts to some of them, and I don't know who the other singer is, because I don't even think Les even really sings on this one. But whoever's singing on this, I don't like it. I think the songs aren't very good. It's just not a good record. The melodies kind of suck, and it's boring. Did this make your top 10?
Yeah, this is top 10 for sure.
Oh, you're the worst.
This is top 10 for sure. I fucking love this, dude. This is so cool. Like you said, it's circusy. It's quirky like Ween or Tally Hall. It's fucking awesome. They're incredibly fun songs, but they all kind of have this darker tinge to them. Like the lyrics are wild and dark and macabre and they're just weird. But the melodies are here. Like They Might Be Giants wrote a fucking album, and it's even more wild than what they normally do, and the lyrics are dark as fuck. There's a lot of catchy like bass harms, very McCartney-like of him, and I like to see more of something like this. This reminds me of like the Fra Brigade, like a jam band, but in the most like childish, carefree, who gives a fuck kind of way. And the guy that sings on this mostly is the dude that I mentioned earlier from that movie that we talked about, which I already forgot the fucking name of it. The Apricots.
Yeah, west of, I don't know. Electric Apricot was the band in the
Adam
the band in
Gates.
the movie.
Adam Gates. That's the guy.
Okay.
That's the guy who I think is the main dude of this thing. He's like an art dude, the art collective, kind of like the Residents type of thing, like this huge art thing. But I think it's really cool and it's fun. And the lore goes that these were shelved, and after a long time, Les had showed it to Sean Lennon, Okoyono Claypool, Delirium, and he's like, "Yo, you should put this shit out. It's fucking amazing. This is so good." And that's where we got this. And I get it. I don't know. I like this. I like They Might Be Giants a lot. I don't really like Ween that much, but I like
I'm not a
Might Be
big
Giants
fan
a
of
lot.
Ween.
I like Tally Hall a lot, so I don't know. That's what this is. It's good. I like it.
Mind
Top
you,
10.
I've only listened to like 3 Ween records, and it's not. I think they just put out a new record, right?
They don't have
last
like
week?
a lot of records, I don't think, but as long as you listen to, like, I think it's called The Mollusk. The Mollusk is really cool, but some of their shit, like the chocolate one with the girl on the cover with their underwear, is like that record sucks, and some of the early ones like Quebec, those are just too fucking weird, and I don't know. But The Mollusk is cool. That's a SpongeBob shit.
So from here we get into 2019, because Beanpole was 2018. 2019, the Claypool, Lennon, Delirium put out their second record, South of Reality. Just another cool collection of kind of what they were doing on their first record. I just don't think it's quite as good outside of the one song, the title song, South of Reality. I mean, that song is just fucking insanely good. It makes you feel like this like downward. The chord progression, it gives you this like feeling of like a downward spiral, and it's addicting. I fucking love the riff on that song, but I don't have too much written on this. I think it's just kind of more of the same that you hear from the first record, just not quite as good. Yeah.
I think this is damn near identical to their first record. They're not doing anything interesting here that I give two shits about. I don't know. I find this band boring, except for the Paradox.
That's fine. So from there we get in. It takes a few years mostly because of COVID and all that the shit that was happening then. Primus puts out an EP called Conspiranoid in 2022. This is the last EP with Tim, and this is just like I think it's like 22 minutes long. The main track, the big track, Conspiranoia, is a almost 13-minute song. And it's killer, man. It's a good fucking song. It's a great fucking song. And the other two songs are good too. On side B, I do have this on vinyl too. I just got it recently. I just got it recently, but yeah, this is a killer fucking little EP. 3 songs at 23 minutes or whatever. killer
Yeah,
stuff.
dude, Conspiranoia, that's a cert banger, dude. That is such a fucking good song. And like I mentioned earlier when we were talking about like Lur in the thrash band, and now he's just twanging it up with fucking eerie chords and just letting them ring out with drippy verb on them. Like you know what I mean? Like this dude has done so much throughout his career, and he starts playing as fast as he can, as every kid does when they play guitar. I want to play as fast and as aggressive as I possibly can. And towards the end of his career now, in his twilight years, he's slowing everything down to like a crawl, but he still rips it up a little bit. But really, like his guitar playing here is just, dude, just let it breathe. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nuance.
Talk about a guy who knows how to play to a fucking song.
So cool. It's been his cool like, to hear his guitar playing progress through the years till here. It's awesome.
I know. And just how he can accompany Les Claypool so fucking well. Because Les Claypool is obviously the centerpiece of every single song he's a part of, every single Primus song.
Of course.
But just the way that he's able to complement Les in such a classy way, perfect way, is remarkable.
I think like, and I don't mean for this to sound like disrespectful, but I think Les was already S tier out the gate. Like Frizzle Fry, okay, you're already done. But like Lur had a lot to learn. I don't think Les has progressed as much as Lur has.
Yeah, I agree. And Lur's gone through a lot of changes. Like, I mean, he started out as the death metal guitar player, thrash stuff, and then he goes into the heavier, like early Primus, and then starts experimenting more and more as the years go on. I think, he definitely has the most progression over Claypool. Absolutely.
And that Conspiranoia song is so fucking good.
It's great. Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's worth.
I love the
it's
artwork
worth the price
too.
of admission alone.
Yeah. I mean, people pay a lot more for a 7-inch that's like 11 minutes long, and you get 23 minutes worth of music on this one.
Yeah.
So, like it, I dig it. So we get into 2023. Colonel Claypool's Fearless Flying Frog Brigade comes out. They play a show in 2023. They release the show just actually this year in 2026. They release it to streaming, vinyl, and all that. But it's called Return of the Live Frogs Volume 1. And this is just like a series of just older songs, older Claypool songs, but with just some incredible jams. This is such a good fucking record. It's like 5 songs, and it clocks in at like 43 minutes. They just extend these songs and just fucking work them. And I mean, I immediately bought this on vinyl when I listened to it. When I streamed it, I immediately bought it on vinyl afterwards. Like, this is it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Right?
It is really, really, really fucking good. And there's a tour exclusive variant on vinyl that I want to get, but I don't want to get there early to wait in line. Because apparently it's a sought after tour exclusive variant. But you can still get the one that you have for a reasonable price. I don't think this is as good as the original, but that could just be me being new to listening to all of this back to back. I don't know. This is still really, really, really fucking good. Yeah. And it's just crazy. Like 20 years later, he put something out under the same name, same concept, same idea, same good.
Yeah, I know.
Same good.
Same good. No, it's so fucking great. Yeah, I'm so stoked on it. I got this like really cool green variant that just matches the cover perfectly. And really the only difference with the tour variant, because you and I are seeing Primus and all these bands next week, but really the only difference is that it's a clear vinyl and it's signed by the guys in this band, not the Primus guys, but the guys in this band.
Right.
Which is cool. It's a cool thing, but like you said, waiting in line for hours before the show, before the doors even open,
to maybe get one.
And where you live in Arizona, it's 110, 115 degrees out there.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that. So, yeah, it's just not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. So then we get into the year 2024. Tim Alexander leaves for the third time. He leaves Primus for the third time. Very unexpected. The band's completely, just shocked by this. And they kind of don't know what to do, and they decide to, in the end, do like an open audition. And we always hear like big bands doing open auditions, and it's always kind of like, it always ends up being fake.
We don't know.
Yeah, or it's like a marketing thing, like when Limp Bizkit did it when Wes Borland left the band. That was all a marketing thing. Like they didn't actually try out. They didn't take that stuff seriously. But here they took submissions from over 6,000 drummers. and they watched almost everything. Amongst
between all the
themselves
guys
and the team.
and
Yeah, between everybody.
and the team.
And they kind of like tiered them all out. Like, these are like the really good guys. These are okay, maybe a chance, and then just like trash. And then they released this really fucking great series. If you haven't watched it on YouTube, it's fantastic. They released it last year in increments over like 2 months, and just them trying out like the best like 9 drummers or 8 drummers, and there were some fucking great people in there. I mean, Thomas Pridgeon from the Mars Volta was in there. And, it was so fun, and it was so interesting. And them,
he was wild, dude. Watching him must have been what it was like for like Kirk and the guys watching Les try out for their band.
Yeah,
it's just like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Well, then in that video with Thomas Pridgeon, after they had all jammed and everything, Les Claypool said that was so much fun. He said it was like riding a tiger. Like, jamming with him was like riding a tiger.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't think he's great for Primus, but I would love to jam with him and like do stuff with him later, like outside of Primus. And that's a huge compliment. Like, it's like riding a tiger.
Like, you're so good, I don't even know what to do with you, dude.
Yeah.
That was such an endearing. That was such an endearing like series. It was really cool, except for that one girl
so cool.
who didn't even know the fucking songs. Ugh.
So
but everybody else, I know everybody else was really cool. And what was the dude's name? The
Gergo,
the guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Who's the RSD? I can't even fucking think of his name. But he did like a cameo. The movie star. He was in there, and he did some appearances and came in.
Oh, Fred Armisen.
Yeah, my God, Fred Armisen. He had a cameo. He played drums. And it was really funny. So it wasn't just like an audition video. It was a bit.
Little
you know
bits.
What I mean?
Yeah, there were bits here.
And it was cool. It was funny.
And then they had like the last like 2 episodes, or I guess they're episodes. The last 2 episodes were like the final 2 guys. It was Gergo. I think that's his name.
Gergo.
He's like Hungarian or Romanian or something like that. And he's an incredible
like a robot,
drummer.
Dude. He was like a fucking robot. He was so goddamn good.
It was him up against John Hoffman, or Hoffer as he's he's known now. But just watching them kind of like battle it out without even knowing they're battling it out, it was such a well-made kind of documentary, honestly, because this was a whole documentary. It was so well done. And then watching Hoffman win, they told him at Claypool's winery, they're like, you got the job, you got the gig, man, like, congrats. And he was just like, he was so shocked, and he was like crying, and like he thought they were fucking with him. He thought they were lying to him. And it's like, it's heartwarming. It was cool, man.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. And I think a lot of it came down to, in like most bands, right? Like, who do I want to hang out with more? Like, who is just going to vibe better with us in the van, backstage, like at the house, in rehearsal. And even though like Gergu is like on it, I think he's a fucking robot. Just, he was tighter than I've ever seen any drummer play ever.
Yeah.
But Hoffer is he's a dude. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he seems so down to earth. So down to earth. But so he won the gig, and he at this point he played his first tour in 2024, or he played his first show with them. And what's funny is that his first show was with Tool down in like Puerto Rico or something, and it was funny because they set up 2 drum sets, and Danny Carey from Tool played along with John Hoffman just in case, because this was Hoffman's first gig with Primus, and a massive venue. So many people were there, and of course, like, it makes sense. Like, if he can't handle the pressure,
of course, we're a brand.
You got to have somebody here. Yeah,
we can't take we can't take chances this late in our career. We just can't do it.
Yeah, so they have Danny Carey play. And I think that's even more pressure on Hoffman. Like, not only do I have to perform in front of the audience,
but I fuck up, the goat's gonna jump in and save my ass.
Yeah, my new band, and then also I have to play in front of my drum idol, like arguably the greatest drummer of all time. It's like, that amount of pressure is, I just can't even fucking imagine that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have nothing negative to say about John Hoffman.
I love him too. I love him, and I think his own unique style. He always has the glasses on, and it's just like he's dorky in the best way possible.
Yeah, I saw a video he posted on Instagram a few months ago, the last time Primus were on tour, and he was saying that he because he always walks around. Whenever he walks around, he just wears the glasses and the hat, and people recognize him. They're like, "Oh, hey, Hoffer," blah blah blah, and they try to come up to him and talk to him or whatever. And one day he got off the bus and he didn't have his glasses or hat on or anything like that, and nobody recognized him. Not a single person recognized him. Yeah, that's without the glasses and hat.
Yeah.
That was funny.
He's smart. That's like a reverse incognito thing, right? Like a reverse Clark Kent.
Yeah, exactly. So he seems like a really cool guy, and he's just truly an incredible drummer. So great fit for the band, and we'll talk about it in a few minutes. But in 2026, we get the third Claypool Lennon Delirium record, the Great Parrot Ox. I think this record by far is their best record.
Absolutely.
I think this record this is so fucking good. I got this on vinyl. The presentation on the vinyl is just the comic, the record itself, and everything is just so well made. And I talked about it on the pod a few weeks ago when it came out, but but there's that, and then the music itself. This is up there with some of the great Primus stuff. I think this almost broke my top 10. This record almost broke my top 10. I think this is just
I agree. This wasn't my top 10, but this is close to a top 10.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it because I was I'm so fucking tired of the Claypool Lennon Delirium. Those other records, I don't like them. I don't give a fuck. But this is cool, man. Psych pop with the usual less weirdness. The runtime's long, but it needs to be this long because these songs are able to breathe. Like they're able to just become songs. They unfold on themselves. They become bigger and better and just more interesting. I think some of the other records, like the runtime's still long, but there's too many songs. There's too many songs that are there's too many parts going on. There's too much stuff going on. And I think that has to do with two big names, right? Like two huge names in music trying to put all of their ideas into one 4-minute song. It's just not going to fucking work. Like one of these guys is plenty for a 4-minute song. But here they found the middle ground. They found a way to make it work.
Great sweet spot.
Yeah. And it's so good. It's jammy.
I think some of Sean's best parts are on this record too. Like I think they kind of did their own thing on this record too. Like they didn't try to combine things together. Like they were kind of really doing their own thing and being really subtle about it at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah, it was good. Great. I thought it was amazing. I do want this on vinyls, and it's got Willow Smith on it. Fuck yeah.
That's my favorite song.
Yeah.
Like this could be like a top 20 Claypool song for me.
It's a good song. The egg song, right? The egg.
Or the golden egg of empathy.
Yeah.
This is. I mean, I love this. I think her voice just fits perfectly with this music. I think if she had been on every song, this could be like the album of the year. I think her voice just. I don't really care for her voice normally, but I think she just fucking nailed it on this record. It's so
I think she has a good voice. I think some of her songs from the 10,
like
15 track albums she has, it's good. Some of the stuff is cool. There's no way this is beating album of the year though. That's just not gonna happen.
It'd be at least top 5 album of the year.
Yeah, of course. But it's not being Sublime.
I think she should have been on more songs or like the whole record.
Yeah, I like the contrast in her vocals and how she played along with the weirdness of Les and just the smoothness of John Lennon Jr.
And she has a lower register compared to those two.
Yeah,
which is weird too. Like she sings in a very very lower register. But it's a killer record. And then last we're still in 2026, but Primus surprise drop this EP, Handful of Nuggs. Is it really?
This is my last bottom 5.
This is your least favorite, huh? Wow.
No, it's not my least favorite. This is the last of my bottom 5.
Oh, okay.
My least favorite is fucking Wonka, for sure.
That doesn't make any sense. But Handful of Nuggs. This is cool, man. It's 2 original songs. Hoffer's on both of them. Obviously, we've already heard Little Lord Fentanyl. This is a song that they recorded kind of live in the studio before Hoffman was even in the band, which is really fucking cool that that was like kind of the initiation into the band. Like this is like the final test to get into Primus is like I have this song, or Les was like, I have this song. Let's record it with each of you, with Gergo and with Hoffman.
Yeah.
And they both have their own version of it. And I wish they would release the version with Gergo.
Yeah.
Like, so I just wish we had both of them.
It's a little comparison.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fun.
because they obviously play it much differently because they're both very different. Not very, but they're both different drummers. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, 2 original songs, cover of Holy Diver with
What's the other original
Puddle's Pity
song?
Party. The Old Grizz.
Isn't that not just like a rearranging of Boonville Stomp?
Is it?
So
I just thought it was an original.
This is why this thing kind of irritates me because, okay, Little Lord Fentanyl already came out, so they
Yes.
put it on an EP, which is not unheard of. That happens a lot. Put it on a record. Save Little Lord Fentanyl for a record, right? We got Edging a year before we got Blink's new album. That's okay. Put it on the record. But we get this EP, and yeah, like I'm not like I just from the Reddit, and I kind of listened to it. And like, oh yeah, I see that. So I'm not like a expert at Primus here, but yeah, the old Grizz, from what I heard and people were saying, it's just a rearranging, a complete ripping off and borrowing. It's his own song of Boonville Stomp from Fungi. But then there's also a cover song, and it sucks, dude. That's not a good cover, Holy Diver, at all. I fucking hate it.
I don't like
shit.
Dio. Yeah.
But the cover's just not fucking good. Like, it's annoying. And then we get Duchess. Like, bro, come on. What
a live version of Duchess with
So
Hopper and
75% of this record is not new. It's just, this is like a handful of nugs. It's just like, yo, here, shut the fuck up. Here's a handful of bullshit.
We're going on tour. We got to sell something.
Yeah, fuck off. Here's a handful of just pocket lint to tide you over. Yeah, this is bottom. This is bottom 5 because I thought it was disrespectful.
All right, so that's it. We've gotten through Les Claypool and
His whole life. We did his life.
We did his whole life. We did his whole life, and because we're just such huge fans. So hopefully we did it justice, and we didn't, forget too much.
There's a couple wild things in there. I think for me, like me hating the Brown album so much is a wild thing. I think
crazy,
you loving anti-pop so much is a wild thing. That's a wild thing.
I get why you don't like it. I understand why you would put anti-pop so low, but I feel like there would be like a middle ground between you and I when it comes to Brown album. But that's just so weird. You think it's
I just
so
don't like
bad.
it, dude. I don't know.
Bizarre.
What it is.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
But anyway, whatever. We were generally kind of the same, especially with the Primus stuff. I mean, outside of those two records, we were pretty much the same with how we thought about Primus, and really his solo records too. We were pretty much on the much the same. But anyway, that's it. You got anything else? This is a long one, almost 2 hours.
Yeah, I would still say that Sugar Ray's 1459 is better than everything Primus has ever done. So there's that.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if you're being serious or not.
If you got this,
I really don't know if you're being serious.
That's the thing.
Okay, well, anyway, thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button, dude. That's what the kids say, and that's it. That's all.